What's going on, Dylan Conrad, Metabolic Mama Secrets. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 2023. Will this be the year that you finally hit your goal? Before I get into that, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, turn notifications on, Spotify, iTunes, hit that bell button, write a review. All helps the algorithm, helps me help more moms like you. So let's get into this. Is this going to be the year that you finally reach your goal? I'm not a big New Year's resolution person, to be honest with you. My goals personally just kind of stay in flux throughout the whole year. Like every single day I'm trying to push myself. I understand I am a different breed and I'm also, like in this industry for life. So I'm like a very, goal-oriented day-to-day type of person. But I also think like there's like a ton of influencers out there like, oh, like I'm not big on New Year's resolutions. I don't care. Like I'm all for it. I'm here for it. Like if you want to set a goal any day of the year, like I'm 100% behind you. I don't care what day it is, right? And so I'm going to leave you with the stat. The average woman will try 65 different diets by the time they're 45 years old. 65. Another crazy stat is the average woman will diet twice a year. No, more than that. The average woman will lose 22 pounds every single year and regain it all back, right? So it's not so much that like we can't see results, and maybe you can't see results, right? But on average, most people are seeing results, and maybe it's slower, and that's one of the reasons that people are gaining it all back because they just like give up and like F this. But the focus really is sustainability, and 99.5% of diets and exercise routines and lifestyle adjustments are not sustainable, right? And if it's something that is not realistic for you on that day or that week or that year, or it's something that you really don't enjoy on that day, that week, that year, chances are you're going to fall off again, right? And so setting yourself up for success on 2023, and there's no guarantee on anything. All we can do day to day is just put ourselves in the best position every single day, every single week, every single year to actually succeed, right? And I think the second reason that people fall off and fail on their goals, number one is basically the non-sustainability factor. People looking for the quick fix, doing keto, low carb, paleo, doing like crazy HIIT workout classes, just doing something that's like more of like an intense all out, quick fix, with no gray area, no cheat meals, no anything like that, right? The second reason that I think people, and I see this specifically in women and more even in disproportionately in moms, is it sounds woo-woo, but like the biggest thing that holds people back, aside from the non-sustainability factor and why people fail, is they just don't believe in themselves. And more specifically, they don't believe in themselves enough to invest in themselves. And, everyone's looking for like the free YouTube or the free training or the free this or free that. And it never seems to work out. And that's not just because the stuff that you're getting isn't great. It could be very quality content, but we vote with our dollars for what we care about, right? And if you're voting with your dollars right now for like, streaming services, Netflix, HBO Max, Paramount Plus, meals out, drinks with the girls out, like all this stuff that isn't going to get us closer to our goals, and you're not putting any money into your health, well, of course you're not going to see results, right? Because you don't value it enough to put your money where your mouth is. And I always explain to people, like, when you're investing into yourselves and your health, whether you want to get gym membership or whether you want to hire a coach or whatever it is health-wise that you're investing in yourself, it's an accountability coupon. Because if it's something that matters to you in a dollar amount, you bet your ass you're going to do everything in your power to get the most out of it, right? I've done coaching programs that were like, business coaching for like $100 a month, $200 a month. I've done that, some that are like $4,000 a month, and they're equally as good, right? They were equally as good, no doubt, and they had great content. But the ones I did the best and that really transformed my business personally was the ones I heavily invested, because I was trying to get everything out of that course and get everything done as fast as I could and ask a million questions so I can milk every single cent that I got out of it. And you're talking to someone who's like extremely cost effective. Like every single dollar I spend personally and business, goes into a spreadsheet, is accounted for, budgeting. I don't overspend, anything like that, right? And so I think moms don't bet on themselves enough, you know? And if you think about like all the things in your life that you can bet on that aren't you versus betting on yourself, like you'd probably bet on yourself, right? Because you have control, you have the last word over that, right? And so you're worth it. And it's time that you prioritize yourself over your family, right? I was just watching like, what's it called? Fleischman's in Trouble. Great show. Weird ending, but really good show. And they kept making a joke out of the girl saying like, I need to put my oxygen mask on before I, take care of anyone else. And they're making a joke out of it, like being sarcastic about them. And I'm like, they don't like this. Yeah. Like as a mom, like you need to put your oxygen mask on first and take care of yourself, because no one's going to do it for you. No one's going to push you to do it. And if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else. I mean, you can, right? But like, you're not showing up that way you want, right? It's always like mommy's in a bad mood, or mommy's like, just laying on the couch while we're playing, or mommy doesn't have enough energy. Mommy's always tired. It's like, what do you want the voice in their head, that conversation about you and your health? What do you want that conversation to be in your kid's head? And what kind of future do you want to set them up for? Because you bet your ass, every single habit that you do with your healthy lifestyle, they are going to pick up and implement. I've seen everyone's parents and their healthy lifestyles, and I can see exactly how their kids turned out, and it's like spitting image, right? And so you vote with your dollars for what you care about. So if you want to bet on yourself and vote with your dollars for your health this year and actually make a real change and finally reach your goal and have this be the year that you're not going to keep starting over and over and gain and lose the same 22 pounds, hit me up. You can either DM me on Instagram, Dylan A. Conrad. You can go to our Metabolic Mama Secrets Facebook group, drop a comment and something. You comment on this post, and someone from my team or myself will at least get you a game plan pointing you in the right direction. Obviously we need to make sure you're someone the program will actually work for, and all that good stuff. We do have like a heavy screening process, so that's why we have an application process. But if you're someone that's like, you're a mom and you're like, enough's enough, and this is the worst shape you've ever been in, or even if it's not, and you just know that you can do better, hit me up. Let's get this going. You can also go to dcfitness.la/metabolic-mamas, or no, yeah, sorry, metabolic-mama-method-1. That's a mouthful, but there's a couple videos on there, there's some testimonials you can watch, and let's get it done this year, any year, like whenever you want to set your goals and whenever you're like getting started, like I'm all for it. But you have motivation right now. Let's turn that motivation into momentum, and let's take that into habits. So this can be the last time you ever have to start, and you can just live in your body and a healthy body for the rest of your life. So anyways, Dylan Conrad, Metabolic Mama Secrets. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy New Year.